lighting okay?
Yes, this is good. Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to Thrive with Renee Lunch Break Conversation. My name is Renee Antoine. I am an entrepreneur. I help people protect, save, and grow the money. So today is Monday Mindset, and I have the pleasure and privilege of bringing you entrepreneur, coach, speaker, you name it. She is a Miss Martine Alphonse. Martine, how are you doing today?
I'm good this afternoon. I'm doing well. Yourself?
I am great. Thank you so much for being with me. I appreciate you. I mean, I invited you because I'm part of your group, Rising Women Network, correct? And then so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw the amount of value that you are showing, that you are bringing. And what I love most about you and your group is that you are giving people a platform to thrive. And so I'm like, I must have you on Thrive with Renee. So I'm just gonna have you quickly introduce yourself, share with the audience who you are, what you do, and then we'll take it from there.
Thank you, Renee, for having me this afternoon. My name is Martine Alphonse, and business consulting was not necessarily the first career path I had. My first career path, honestly, was
Martin, you muted yourself. You unmute, so unmute yourself. Let me see, I can remove the mute. You muted. I'm not sure if you can hear me.
I'm sorry. Now we're back. Sorry, my mic was
All right.
faulty. Um, so I was working as a microbiologist for about 12 years until the company that I was working for closed and moved overseas. So I had to find another job. And being in South Florida, biotech is not really a very big field here. So that's one of the reasons I think it is so important that people have multiple streams of income. Whether you are a professional or in school, you need to have multiple stream of income because it's not good to just rely on one person. It's much better relying on yourself. So I hear the word empowerment all the time, and that word, I think it's overused. Even though me, I do say I empower women, but I empower women for a purpose. I empower women to start and grow a successful business. And my approach to that is very nonsensical. Being that I am a scientist, I use practical steps as opposed to the as opposed to a lot of people, they say a lot of words and don't have practical steps behind it. So me, I'm really into the steps. When people are working with me, I give you steps, 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. Because a lot of people have a general idea what they want to do, they just don't know how to get there. So me, I help you get to where you need to be. I give you a roadmap. So that's what I do. I help people find a roadmap to where they want to be. I don't just give you inspiration, but I also give you practical steps.
And that's why it's so important I'm having this conversation with you this morning. Because actually, my first question for you was, why was it important to add your voice, your talent, and your expertise to the coaching arena? I'm pretty sure what you just said kind of answer that, but then did you want to add anything else in addition to it?
I'm sorry, for some reason I am not hearing you. I did not hear that question.
Did not hear my question. Okay, so let me type it. And if it doesn't issue, you can go ahead and I don't want to do that. I was gonna have you maybe log off and go back in. But let me type your question because I can hear you, and and then let me ask the audience if they can hear you. Hi everyone, this is Renee Antoine live in conversation with Coach Entrepreneur Martin Alphonse. I see you all joining live. I appreciate you. So kindly do me a favor and let me know if you can hear Martin. I'm going to ask her a question, and if you can hear her, please let me know. Thank you.
Let me get my sound check. Can you hear me, Renee?
I can. Okay, so the audience says they can hear you. So go ahead. I can just type to the questions. It doesn't matter if you cannot hear me, they can hear you. All right, everyone. Good afternoon. Sorry about this technical difficulty. My name is Winnie Antoine. I am an entrepreneur. I help people protect, save in. I help people protect, save in good money. So with that being said, I am live in conversation with Martine Alphonse, and we're having a little bit of difficulty. But with that being said, I just want to keep the conversation going. Today is Monday Mindset. So my goal with Monday Mindset is to bring you all, people who are in the field who can share some information with you all. Okay, she can hear me now. That's good. Let me bring her back on. Hey, Martine. Okay, so you can hear me now, but I cannot hear you. Yeah, I think the by you putting the mic, you can hear, but then that also prevent me from hearing you, which means if I cannot hear you, the audience cannot hear you. And oh, you're on mute, so maybe that's why you muted.
Now, can you
Okay,
hear me
yes,
now?
I can hear you now. Yes,
Okay,
yes,
awesome. So now I can hear you and you can hear me.
yes. That's perfect. All right, everyone. I appreciate you all sticking with me through this what do you call it, technical difficulty. This happens, so we just have to have the mindset to keep going and to push forward because at the end of the day, like Martin says, do not quit, do not stop. So let me reintroduce to you all Martin Alphonse, entrepreneur, coach, author, speaker, and basically an overall person who's helping women to rise and to thrive. So let's get back to the question. So Martin, why was it
Mhm.
important for you to add your voice, your expertise, in your experience to the coaching arena?
Um, a lot of coaches, I noticed that their main thing was inspiring. They were inspiring women, but they were not really giving them a roadmap to where they wanted to go. So there were a lot of empowering conferences. There were a lot of empowering sessions, and then when you come out, you feel good. but then you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what the next step is. And I feel like that's where I come in. I show you what the next step is. So I
That
don't
is so.
just hire you to do better, I show you.
Yes, yes, indeed. That's exactly what I wanted to talk to you about, because a lot of things that you mentioned, we get okay, go ahead and do this and you can do it, but then we don't have the how. So when sitting with your clients and coaching your client, so how do you help them go from do this to this is how you do it, so to empower them and to remove that paralysis that they have after they leave the whole woo hoo ha ha. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, what I find a lot is that a lot of people, they don't want to build a business, they just want to make some quick cash, and that's not what this is about. So what I try to do when I first meet a client, I try to see where exactly they want to get to, and then I help them build a foundation, because a lot of people, they have great products or a great idea, but they need the foundation, because without a strong foundation, it's just a get rich quick scheme, which is not what you want. You want something that can grow, that you can possibly leave a legacy. So the first thing I do is, once we figure out exactly where you would like to go, I do a step by step roadmap for you, and I hold you accountable. And we have a weekly or bi-weekly accountability check, whichever is more convenient for you. And I give you the all the steps and all the tools that you need. Like, my specialty is branding and marketing, especially social media, because I found that, especially starting, social media is a great way to get out there, get your name out there, and it's very no cost to low cost, except for your time. It's very time consuming, but it's very low cost. It's a great way to um, get your brand name out there and get your services out there, because a lot of people, they try to build a business and they forget about branding. And what's important about branding is that when you have a brand, you don't have to be there all the time. Once you have a brand, then you can put automation in place. And I'm really big on automation. I believe that you should be able to make money while you're sleeping. You don't have to be there in front of the computer and in the office 24/7 to make money. You have to be able to create a service or a product and put it on automation, so you make money while you're sleeping.
All right, make money while you're sleeping. That is not a bad deal at all. So hello everyone, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you all. I am live in conversation with Martine Alphonse, entrepreneur coach and author. So we are talking about kind of the mindset and the coaching and the tools combined to go from having an idea to actually implement it and to actually promote it. And then, so Martin, you mentioned how your, I guess your in your I'm sorry, in your bio, you say you are an entrepreneur, you are a coach, you are an author, but then your business is woman centered. Okay, and then so correct me if I'm wrong. So do you only work with women? And if that's correct, why was it important for you to find out what your niche was and to stick with it?
I don't necessarily only help women, but I noticed that everything that was geared towards success was geared towards men. And women tend to be a little more timid towards business, because soon as you start, people don't see you as a business person. Because even when business, they always say, "Oh, you're a businessman." You don't even hear businesswoman that much. So women do have a lot of hurdle that we need to go through. And then, being that I have started my business since 2002, and I've been through all the hurdles, and I've been through all of it. So I want to take the time to help other women who've gone through it. Um, the reason that I thought it was necessary to find a niche, because there is no product or service that works for everyone. Once you niched up, people know what your main product is. Because if we look at Pepsi have a lot of products and a lot of brands. But when you first think of Pepsi, you think of soda. But Pepsi also has orange juice, they have other juices, and they have snacks. But when you are starting a business, people need to know what you are known for. Once you're known for something, then you can branch out, because a jack of all trade is a jack of none, because if you're doing everything, you're really not doing anything. So when they say your name or the name of your company, it needs to be able to be associated with something. Of course, later on you can add to your service or add um, groups of products, but you need to be known for one thing before you can branch out. You don't want to start as you're a life coach, you're a business coach, you're a mindset coach. No, you need to start with one and then master that. And then once you are known for that, then you can branch out.
All right. Some of my tribe, my fans, the people who love me and support me, I see you all. My sister Christine, and Marie, Mika, and Selena. So Selena says there's an echo. Thank you for letting me know that, Selena. Actually, because it's so quiet where I am, I'm not actually know why it's doing that. I really don't know how to fix that. So I try to mute myself. If it's really bad, let me know. But then honestly, I'm not sure why, because I'm in a very quiet place. And Martin, if you hear any echo in your area, because I see when I'm talking you mute, and when you're talking I mute, so that should solve that. So hopefully we can continue. But then thank you for letting me know that, Selena. I appreciate you telling me that. Selena is actually a founder and creator of Walk Truth Radio. So she's a good supporter of what I do, and I appreciate that. And Marimika says social media is a gold mine. Definitely, we agree. And then I'm thinking that's why Martin is adding her voice and helping people to helping people to go ahead and basically work the social media. So my sister said it's perfect now. Okay, good, good, good. Well, thank you all. I'm so appreciative of all you all who are tuning in, who are letting me know how it's going. So thank you for doing that. So let's get back to the question. So Martin, when I went to your site, it tells me that you believe in balance, so you look at the whole person, right? The spiritual aspect, the health aspect, the career aspect. So do you really think that, and then I'm not, I'm just asking you a question, is it really possible to achieve balance?
Most definitely. You just have to be really good at time management, which is very important, because once you neglect one part of your life, the other parts are going to suffer. If you're simply doing your business 24/7, your family life will suffer. And once your family life suffers, then you won't be able to concentrate on your business. So it's about having a whole life, being, because you're a whole person. You're not just a one thing. um it's just like you, when you wake up, you're not just the businesswoman, you're the mother, you're the wife, you're the sister, you're the granddaughter, and all these parts need to be moving in the same direction, because once one is not working, then all of the other ones suffer. If you're working on your business, neglecting your marriage, then the marriage will suffer, and that's going to cause problem in the business. If you are neglecting your children and then you're only in the business, then the children are going to suffer. And then once you're thinking about problems and problems, then you can't concentrate on one thing. That's why I believe that when you're making plans, you can't just make plans for your business. You also have to make plans for your life. Certain people, they work 24/7. I don't believe in that, because if you have to start a business and you have to be there 24/7, you're not a business owner, you're not a business person, you just have a job. That's what a job is, where you have to clock in the hours. And that's why I'm a big believer in automation, because once you schedule all your emails for the month, you don't have to worry about every day typing up email. Once you schedule all your social media for the month, you don't have to worry about constantly being on social media. Then you have time for your family, then you have time for activity, and you have time for yourself. Because if you don't take care of yourself, because I'm a big believer in self-care, if you don't take care of yourself, then you won't be able to take care of your family, you won't be able to take care of your business. So it's important to take time, step back, and then work on yourself also, because as your mind expands, then you get more creative, and that helps with the business. Your creativity helps with the business. But if you're constantly on social media, then you don't have time to be creative. You need to schedule your time very wisely, because I always say time is like money. Once you spend it, you don't get it back. So you have to be very wise with your time. So you have to have a plan, schedule everything, and automate, automate, automate.
I am mute. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. So right now, what you just said is amazing, because a lot of time, we're trying to do it all, and then so when we are trying to do it all, then one week we're focusing on just the business, and now we're feeling bad that the home is not being taken care of. The next week we stay focusing on the home, and now we're feeling bad the business is not being taken care of. And so you saying that balance is achievable. And for people like me who's like, okay, I need somebody, I need some help. I need a little bit of one-on-one. Okay. So how can somebody work with you right now who may need a little hand holding in order to achieve that perfect balance you are referring to?
You can contact me, my website. You can fill out the questionnaire in my website, martinealphonse.com. You can also reach me by email at martine@martinealphonse.com. And my Facebook handle is facebook.com/the martinealphonse.com. And on you can also DM me on Instagram, Martine period Alphonse. And I usually answer really quickly, because that's why I'm here. I'm here to help. And I do have a heart for helping. I love helping people, especially women, because when I was coming into this space, there were not a lot of women, especially women like me. And the few there were, they were not very professional. And I think it's very important when you are doing a business that you are very professional, because then that opens up new avenue for you. Because the less professional you are, the more that you're gonna have to stick with friends and family. But once you become an actual brand, you can market to the world, because there's a lot of things like inconsistency, like not being on time, that's going to put off people who are not related to you. Because a lot of people start a business and they're relying on friends and family. You should never have a business only to rely on friend and family. Your goal should always be to grow and get bigger. That's why a lot of time I tell you, you are not the business. The brand is the business. You need to create a brand, so that way if you're not there, the business is still running. Because I have a few clients where, like, I have one client who has a restaurant and she's there 24/7, and she's been doing this for 10 years now. And if you're there every single day, you don't have a business, you have a job. Once you put in some system and you have a plan, you can help grow this business. You can open different locations. I'm all about growth, and that's what I show you how to do. I show you how to grow a successful business.
Oh, thank thank you so much for that. I want to show your website because you have so much valuable information there that I think people will find value from. And then so Martine's website is www.martinealphonse.com. And then she has a blog. Is it showing up? Yep, amazing. Yep, it's right there. So this is your website and this is your blog. And obviously, I encourage anyone who want a little extra help to reach out to you to help you, especially if you're in the blogging business. Like right here, she's showing you how to monetize your blogging business. Let me go back. Yep. Okay. And also, you have a lot of article that people can start with here on your blogging page. And so there's a lot of information out there. Definitely connect with Martine via her website or via her Facebook. And it's amazing content. But I always want to leave you guys with one action step. I mean, if I'm bringing the best and the best to you all, I'm going to help you get the best out of it. So, with that being said, before we end on this conversation, Martin, for maybe an entrepreneur listening right now or who maybe gonna be on the replay, what is one action step they can do today to help propel them to a thriving 2021?
Um, Start, because that's one thing that's keeping a lot of people from success. Starting, a lot of people have ideas, they know what they want, but fear stop them. I mean, fear is really all in your mind. One thing I do when I have a lot of fear is I try to think about, okay, I'm scared about doing this. So what's the worst thing that can happen if I do it? And once you work out what's the worst thing that can happen, then you'll have less fear, because basically what's holding a lot of people back from success, what's holding a lot of people back from living their dream is fear. And I want to tell you today that fear has no power over you unless you give fear power, because you can basically do whatever you dream of, because if you could not do it, it would not enter in your mind. Soon as the idea come to you, that means you can do it. So whatever idea is in your head right now, whatever idea that you're dreaming about, you can do it, because if you could not do it, it would not be in your head. So know that whatever is that noise in the back of your head telling you can't do it, it's not the right time, it's fear. And know that you have power over fear. Fear doesn't have power over you unless you give fear that power. So take back your power and live your dream.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much. On this Monday mindset, if you don't get anything else, go back and listen to this last minute of this conversation, because it's all mindset, you all. It is all mindset, and that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm bringing you all this information. So my show is Thrive with Renee. Okay, so I'm saying with because we are all in this together. And then so with that being said, Martin just tell you guys, if you, I'm gonna type this in the comment as a matter of fact, if the idea comes to your head, that means that you can do it. So go out there and do it. If 2020 doesn't tell you anything else, it is nothing is permanent. It is time for you to pivot. It is time for you to have your own business. And it is time for you to not just depend on the 9 to 5. Martin just told you her story. She had to pivot. Okay, and that has a lot to do with mindset. So thank you so much, Martin, for being with me in this Thrive with Renee conversation. I feel like you give more value that you I think that's content that you share with your paid client. So guys, go ahead and give me some love, some like. I'll connect with Martin if you wanna propel yourself to a thriving 2021. I'm gonna put her. I'm sorry. I'm going to put her website in the page as well. And before we end, any last, maybe last thought, last minute thing you want to share with us, Martine? You muted, hon.
I wanted to say thank you again, Renee, for this great opportunity, and thank you for everyone who showed up in the comment section. Thank you for the love, and that's why I do it, to help women. And thank you for what you do in this space, also, Renee. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh, and I want to add that Martine has a group, Rising Woman Network. And then so go ahead and join the group. Okay, that's how I connected with her. She's giving so much value. Join the book, connect with her. Us as women, we have to stay connected with each other, learn from one another, because we are not in competition with each other. The only person I'm in competition with is my yesterday. Okay, so I just want to do better so my tomorrow will be much better than my yesterday. That's it for today, y'all. Go ahead and win this week. Go ahead and leave fear aside and have the mindset of a winner, and know that if it comes to your head, as Martin says, that means that you have the power to manifest it. That's it for now. Winnie Antoine signing out. One love. And I'm an entrepreneur. So connect with me if you're looking for a business. I always have to add that. All right, Martin, have a lovely day.